and thank you all for attending the press conference at the conclusion of the IMF mission to Bangladesh. First, let me take this opportunity to thank the Bangladeshi authorities for their gracious hospitality and incredible support. Very much appreciated. I will briefly go over the findings of the mission as reflected in the press release just issued, and then, as Randa mentioned, my colleagues and I will be taking some of your questions. So, as you all know very well, the IMF team has visited Dhaka April 6th since today, the 17th, to discuss economic and financial policies in the context of the combined third and fourth review. Under the IMF program, Bangladesh is seeing very good progress and signs of recovery and macro stability since the uprising last summer. And the interim government, led by the chief advisor, the financial advisor, and the governor, should be praised for this progress. However, the economy also continues to face challenges and significant external financial needs. The recent external shock and evolving developments are compounding these challenges and injecting significant uncertainty regarding the outlook. Against this background, the discussions focused on preserving macroeconomic stability and bolstering the country's resilience to external shocks. So Bangladesh GDP growth fell to 3.3% year-on-year in the first half of FY25, down from 5.1% in the same period in FY24, reflecting economic disruptions caused by the popular uprising, a tighter policy mix, and heightened uncertainty that weighed on the investment. After peaking at a decade high of 11.7% in July 2024, headline inflation eased at 9.4% in March 2025, but remains well above Bangladesh Bank's target range of 5 to 6%. To address the mounting external financing gaps and ensure a continued decline in inflation, near-term policy tightening remains essential. Fiscal consolidation should prioritize the swift implementation of tax policy to remove extensive tax preferential treatments and simplify the tax system. Carefully calibrating the monetary stance to avoid its premature softening will help anchor inflation expectations, while greater exchange rate flexibility will support price competitiveness, rebuild foreign exchange rate reserve buffers, and strengthen the economy's resilience against external shocks. A comprehensive strategy to boost revenue and reform expenditures is crucial for supporting increased social spending and infrastructure investment. Bangladesh's persistently low tax-to-GDP ratio underscores the pressing need for tax reforms aimed at building a more equitable, transparent, and streamlined system, one that ensures sustainable revenue growth, reduces widespread tax exemptions, improves compliance, and distinctly separates tax policy from administration. Through thorough and well-sequenced financial sector reforms are essential for maintaining stability. Legal reforms should align with international standards, and the authorities must move quickly to implement new frameworks that enable orderly bank restructuring while protecting small depositors. Effective asset quality reviews, AQRs, strengthened risk-based supervision, and improved governance and transparency will be critical to restoring confidence and supporting the sector's health. Simultaneously, institutional reforms to enhance Bangladesh Bank's independence and governance will be critical for maintaining long-term macroeconomic financial stability and for the successful implementation of financial sector reforms. Sustaining the pace of structural reforms is crucial for tackling the country's economic challenges. Improving governance and increasing transparency will play a vital role in creating a more favorable investment environment, boosting foreign direct investment, and expanding export sectors beyond ready-made garments. Progress in anti-money laundering risk assessments and enhancements in data quality are equally important. Enhancing resilience to climate change is key for mitigating macroeconomic and fiscal risks. Improving institutional capacity and ensuring more efficient use of resources will support progress toward climate objectives. The government should prioritize climate-responsive fiscal reforms and direct investments towards sustainable, resilient infrastructure. In addition, effectively managing climate-related risks will help safeguard financial sector stability. Discussions are continuing with the objective of reaching a staff-level agreement in the near term, including during our April 2025 IMF World Bank spring meetings in Washington, to pave the way for the completion of the combined third and fourth review. We reaffirm our commitment to support Bangladesh and its people at this challenging period. And with that, let's open the floor for questions.